Good morning, everyone. I'm going to wait 2 seconds just to make sure everybody can hop on live and can see me. How are you? Hope everybody's doing amazing this morning. I'm going to set up my phone so that way I can see you guys when you're commenting, and I can answer your questions because that's the best way. I can't do it in this streaming software that I use. So we'll give a minute for everybody to hop on. I hope you guys are doing amazing on Friday. It's Friday. We're about to start a Whole30 group this weekend for myself and lots of other people in my community. So I'm excited about that. And we're also doing Dr. Hill's 30-day supplement and oil protocol along with it. So that's going to be so fun. Let's see. Here I am. Okay, I'm going to pop this up and turn this down. Hey, Jennifer. Good morning. So I'm going to have that on so I can see you guys while you're commenting and asking questions. So I'm excited to be here with you on Friday. I'm going to actually start my diffuser while we're talking. So this is a great intro to the class. I have my oils now what? I'll go back and title it. I know I forgot to title it, but I'm just going to put probably about 8 drops of elevation in my diffuser before we get started. We have a ton of good content to cover today to help you guys get started using your oils. It's going to be super helpful. It's going to help you incorporate it into your daily routine. And it's really going to help you with your wellness lifestyle. So this is the point. I always tell people when we start using oils, it's not just about, yes, okay, it is about taking an oil and solving a problem that you have, but it's not just about that. It's really incorporating some of these things into your life to boost your antioxidant levels, to boost your immunity, to help you with your wellness, your overall wellness, and just to help you be more well. And essential oils and all of the supplements and the things that doTERRA offer really actually help us do that. I'm actually going to take my supplements right now if you guys haven't tried these. I take a half dose. This is the Whole Food Nutrient Complex, the Alpha CRS, which is amazing for energy. I used to want to take a nap in the afternoon. Good morning, Jennifer. I know I haven't been outside in a week. It's freezing. Hey, Lizzie. Good morning. So I'm going to take my supplements before we get started because I want my brain to be functioning properly. And then it's also the EX Omegas. Okay, so this is not only an essential oil complex, but the omega fatty acids that we all need for our brain to function. And I can tell you guys this, I was a complete skeptic about these and started them this year. I thought that I just ate lots of plant-based food, I'd be fine. And I had afternoon lethargy. I always wanted to take a nap around 3 o'clock, and everyone that has kids knows that you can't do that. So I took a class about the supplements, and I came back super jazzed, and I told my husband, I was like, listen, we are going to try these, and we're going to be committed to taking them every day, and we're just going to start with a half dose, no bigs. So I did, and after about 2 or 3 weeks, I would go for runs in the afternoon, and I had all of this energy, and I was like, I didn't even think this was possible after kids. I started to notice that my nails didn't crack and split anymore, and my hair started growing like crazy. Actually, I haven't had a haircut in a couple of months, so I need to get a haircut. But I can tell you this, that most of the supplements out there are synthetic, and we're going to talk about this in the class today, but these have been something that have been a life-changing benefit for me, especially the part where we're taking essential oils internally because it's helping us with digestion, antioxidant levels, all of those things. So we'll get started. Hey, Gail, good morning. We'll get started. I'm going to show you guys my presentation screen, and we're going to jump right into I have my oils, now what? And really what I want this class to do is to give you some real tools and solutions for problems that we all suffer from in life, right? So it's called I have my oils, now what? A little introduction about me. Again, my name is Eliza Bacote for those of you guys that don't know me. I was trained in modern medicine as a nurse practitioner, and I worked in critical care for 14 years until I quit my job back in January to really just do wellness, holistic based care for people now. And so one of my absolute favorite things to do in the world is educate people on how to use essential oils. It sounds crazy, but y'all, I get so excited about this because it's such a mystic kind of thing for people about how do I use my oils? How do I use them to better my health? And I get so excited about teaching people how to do this because then people come back to me and they're like, oh my God, it worked for this. It was amazing. So would not want to be anywhere else on this Friday morning than here teaching you about how to use your oils. And I'm also founder of my company called The Organic South. It's a natural wellness-based company to help people with health coaching, home product detox consultations, and education on essential oils. So that is me and why I'm here today. So let's talk about some goals I have for you for this class. So by the end of this class, you should understand how to use the oils that you have. Hi, Sarah. Thanks for watching my kiddos. You're amazing. How do I use these oils daily? So some people typically get their oils, and if you're like me, I was like waiting for someone to get sick and just waiting for that opportunity to use some of the oils on my shelf. But I'm really going to teach you today how you incorporate this into your routine and how you can be better from that. We're going to give you some common recipes, and we're going to tell you the best and cheapest way to order in doTERRA. Okay, so let's jump right in. If my camera will load. Okay, so I want to tell you very briefly, I already told you a little bit about myself, but I do want to tell you about my journey because I think that's important. We all have a journey. And so I was working in modern medicine, seeing lots of people very sick, very debilitated, lots of inflammatory disorders, lots of cancers, lots of things that I knew were related to food, health, nutrition. Lots of the problems that I saw, I knew could be reversed. So I got to a point in my career where I actually felt like I wasn't really helping people with wellness. And because of what I had seen, I started to go on my own wellness journey about 10 years ago, and I really started to investigate food, our food culture, the way that our food has been completely deranged and changed and had all of these modifications done to it, sprayed with pesticides, lots of things done to our food and our soil that makes it very unhealthy for us. So I kind of thought it was all about food. I didn't really think too much about the products in my home or the things that I put on my body until I got pregnant. And then I thought, okay, well, what's in this stuff that I'm rubbing on my face or rubbing on my body? And so I started to become very, very intensely obsessed with what is in the products that I'm using. And I started to detox my home from chemicals, from cleaners, from products. And then I was very fortunate enough that I was still connected with my graduate school instructor, Julie Davey, who many of you know on here because she's part of the Natural Shift company that helps educate us through our user page, this user page. And she said, hey, about 3 years ago, you're one of those naturalistic people. You like natural things. I think you'd really be interested in essential oils. And you guys, I'm so glad. I think about this all the time, about her taking that step to introduce me to them because it literally changed my life. And I said, I'm a skeptic. Let me do some research, then I'll get back to you. And I took an online class, very similar to probably an online class that you guys have taken. Hey, Susanna, good morning. And so I had my eyes open and I started using essential oils and I started experimenting with them, and lo and behold, they worked for many, many ailments. And so I started to use them and incorporated them into our home. And it just so happened that I kind of became that oil lady in my neighborhood. So people would come to me and ask me for recipes or do you have something for this? And so as that grew and grew, I realized, wow, I just really need to jump into the business side of this and start teaching people how to use essential oils for a living. Yes, you can make a living teaching people how to use essential oils, and it's so fun and so amazing. And so that's my story. So I literally left my job in modern medicine just to do this, and it's the most powerful thing that I've ever done in my life. It feels very empowering to empower you to take care of yourself and to take care of your family. So that's my story and why I love being here on a Friday morning with you guys. So let's just talk about the basics. What are some basic tools that you need to get started using your oils? The first thing is connection. You need connection with the person who enrolled you, and we like to do that in the way of a wellness consult. So if that person has been knocking on your door or calling your phone or emailing you saying, hey, I'd like to follow up with you, you definitely should schedule a wellness consult with the person who enrolled you. This can bring the most value out of the tools you've been given. And because, we care about you, we want to be your guide on this journey. We want to teach you how to use them. Number 2, you need a guidebook. This is so important. So I've put 3 guidebooks up here that we love. The Essential Life book, if you're a recipe, DIY, love kind of tools like that. The Essential Life book is for you. It will teach you all about your oils. It will also give you a ton of recipes. If you like Essentials of the Earth book, then it's kind of a combination between the science and the recipe book is what I call it. And the Modern Essentials, me being the science person, is my favorite. I love the Modern Essentials book. It does give you lots of recipes. Good morning, Becky. How are you? Hopefully it's not as cold in South Carolina as it is here. The Modern Essentials book does give you recipes, but it's very sciencey. It gives you lots of direction based on problems you may have on different types of oil protocols. And it also gives you the research behind those oil protocols. Okay, so lots of science there. Number 3, you got to get connected in a group. You've got to have community in this. Okay, and that's the Natural Shift group that we are all a part of. And our job there is to educate you, teach you, but you can go on there and ask questions. You can post recipes. You can share things with other people. It's all about community, and we want you guys to connect and learn with each other. And number 4, the biggest tool that you need to do, and we'll talk about this at the end of the class, is how to set up your loyalty rewards order, okay? This is so important because if you don't know it, you can actually get another 35% off your oils by ordering them monthly and spacing out your orders rather than ordering a bunch of oils every few months. You can space it out and do a little bit each month, and then you get to earn reward points. So we'll talk about that at the end. So let's just jump right in. Hey, Chastity, how are you? Glad you guys are all on live with you this morning. Hey, Savannah, how are you? Good morning. Hopefully it's warmer in Texas where you are. It's really cold here, and we are over it. We're ready to get on a plane to Costa Rica. And I don't know, I told Benton, I said maybe we'll just throw some classes in Costa Rica and go in a couple of weeks. So the 3 basic ways to use oils. Okay, you guys saw me start my diffuser at the beginning of the class. I've got Elevation and Diffuser. Good morning, Myra. How are you? So I've got Elevation, the Joyful Blend in my diffuser this morning. So aromatically is one of the ways that we use oils. Okay, topically is another way that we use oils, and internally. So let's just talk for a second about aromatically. Remember that aromatically is a great way to help manage our mood, okay? And we're going to talk more about this as we go through the class. Helps purify the air. Actually, essential oils are proven to kill microbes in the air. It makes your house smell divine. We're going to get rid of all those plug-ins, all those candles that you have. Goodbye. Those are called the secondhand smoke of our generation. They off-gas chemicals into our home. We do not want that, okay? And it's a great way to help support sleep. Topically, remember everything that you put on your body gets into your bloodstream. And so you really want to consider that if you wouldn't eat it, you probably shouldn't put it on your skin. So topically is super important when we use oils topically for different types of problems. We love to use the bottom of the feet for generalized issues, and for more targeted issues, if you're having a skin issue, then of course we put it on the affected issue. Or to other areas, let's say you're having abdominal discomfort. And internally, we love to use these with veggie caps. So we're going to talk about that more as we go through the class and how you use things internally, essential oils. doTERRA's oils can be taken internally. One of the first things I always tell people is you always have to look and see if there's a supplement facts box on the side of the bottle. This one does not have one. If it does not have a supplement facts box on the bottle, then you cannot take it internally, okay? And so as we kind of have already discussed aromatically, how do we use them aromatically? You got to have a diffuser, okay? And you guys be really careful when you go to buy a diffuser. I know so many people want to jump to Amazon and buy a $15 diffuser, but it's going to break in 6 months. Okay, so really a good quality diffuser should cost you around $50 and upwards. Some of the diffusers I have in my home cost me $100. My Petal diffuser, which is the one you see here, I actually have the one that I got with my enrollment kit. It still works. It's still great. So make sure you get a high quality diffuser. It always makes your house smell amazing. I have a diffuser in every room of my home. This helps me manage my mood throughout the day. You guys, we're going to talk a lot about habits. The first thing I do when I make my coffee is start my diffuser. Like I was kind of saying before, it eliminates pathogens in the air. We have scientific evidence proving this, that when you diffuse certain blends like On Guard with high levels of phenols, and it actually kills microbes in the air, okay? So when you're having a party or when you've been exposed or you have someone in your house that's maybe sick, that's a great blend to diffuse. Supports healthy breathing. So anytime we have some of these upper respiratory, upper congestion issues, okay, this is a great way to sleep beside your diffuser with some oils that open up the airways. And we definitely have one beside our bed for deeper sleep, okay? So we're going to talk about sleep oils. So we already kind of talked about topically how important it is because it gets into your systemic circulation. It's really hard to screw this up. People are always kind of freaking out a little bit about, oh my God, do I use too much? Did I use too much? I just want to say, as long as you dilute your essential oil, you're really not going to get into trouble here. We always want to dilute with carrier oils, and these are some of our standard kind of dilution ratios. So for babies, we want to treat them very, very carefully. So we do 1 drop to 1 tablespoon of carrier oil. And just when we're talking about carrier oils, we'll talk a little bit more about this later, but we love fractionated coconut oil. Just know you can use any vegetable-based oil. You can use grapeseed oil. We love jojoba oil, sweet almond oil. And let's say if you have some sensitivities to nut-based oils, just know this, the coconut fractionated oil that doTERRA uses is not manufactured in a nut-based facility. So it's not mixed with other nuts, but jojoba oil is a good alternative if you have a nut issue or if some people have a coconut allergy. So for kids, we like to use 1 to 2 drops per 2 teaspoons of carrier oil. And then for adults, we love to use 2 to 3 drops per teaspoon of carrier oil, okay? And we're going to talk in a little bit about safety, which oils that you have to make sure and dilute, and hot oils. But topically is a great way to use oils for daily support for a lot of things. And then internally, now we use veggie caps for this, okay? So a veggie cap, it's just a vegetable cellulose cap. It's non-GMO, and you actually just open it up and you put a couple drops in the capsule and replace the top and take it with some water. You can also put oils underneath your tongue or on the roof of your mouth. And you can also shoot them in water or dairy or nut-based milk, okay? Let's say if you don't have any veggie caps. And the standard dose when we're talking about internal is always 1 to 3 drops of the particular oil that you're thinking about using. And remember, this supports the entire system. So I'm going to use a crazy word in this class called bioavailability. And bioavailability has a lot to do with what we're taking in our body and how available it is to our tissues. So when we do topical application, we get about 30 to 40% bioavailability to our body. It gets into the dermis of our skin, gets into the bloodstream there, and we get it systemic. Now, internally, we're stepping it up a notch. So you're getting about 99, anywhere in the high 90s% bioavailability to your body. We're directly putting it into our body. Our tissues are receiving it. It's absorbed through our gastrointestinal mucosa, gets into the cellular level, okay? And we already kind of talked about the supplement facts on your bottle. So if you're a little confused, oh gosh, I'm kind of scared about internal, I don't know what I can take and what I can't take internally, go to your bottle, okay? doTERRA has put instructions on your bottle. This is Elevation, the Joyful Blend. I cannot take this internally. I only use it aromatically and topically on my body, okay? And let's be careful with hot oils. So what are hot oils? Think about hot oils as kind of spicy oils, okay? If you put them directly onto the skin without dilution, they're going to cause some redness and they're going to cause some burning. Okay, so that's cinnamon, cassia, clove, thyme, and oregano, okay? There's 5 of them. So one of them being the On Guard blend, which has cinnamon clove in it. We always want to dilute that, but be careful when you take it internally as well. So I like to, when I take it internally, use a nut-based milk to kind of wash it down. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about safety. Let's say that you put an oil blend on and it feels a little hot or too intense, okay? Or even sometimes if people don't dilute their oils enough, you'll see some redness that appears, okay? That does not mean you're allergic to that oil. There's nothing wrong with that oil. It just means you didn't dilute it enough. So if it feels too intense, or if you get some of that irritation, excuse me, just go ahead and take your carrier oil and put some extra on there, okay? And dilute it out, okay? So that's what you're always going to do topically if it feels too intense. We talked and named about the hot oils again. I'll name them again. Cinnamon, clove, cassia, thyme, and oregano. And here's a good way to remember, if you don't remember, all 5 of those. If you smell it and it smells very spicy and intense, like I think of those oils as very intense, that's a hot oil, okay? We always, always, always dilute those. And usually like oregano, we never want to take that for more than 7 to 10 days internally. We usually take that only for illness, and we're going to talk about that. We've already talked about dilution. And I will say this, less is more with essential oils, okay? So I think typically in our society, more is more to us, and we love that. More is better. That's not the case with essential oils. Your dose is always going to be between 1 to 3 drops. And that's really hard for people to understand in the beginning because they think if they put more on, you're going to have a better effect. But you got to think about this opposite than you think about related to pharmacology, right? Pharmacology, more is more, and we don't have to take drugs for 6 to 8 hours sometimes. But with essential oils, less is more, and you want to use them more frequently, okay? So it's not uncommon, say if my child has a temperature elevation, that instead of putting more on him, I'm going to actually rub the peppermint on his spine every 3 to 4 hours to keep that temperature level, okay? So less is more frequently is great. And the last safety tip I want to tell you guys, let's not put essential oils in our eyes, in our ears, or in our nose. And sorry about that ding dong. That is one of my best friends, Erin, telling me that she's still pregnant. We were thinking she was going into labor this morning. So keep rubbing clary sage on, Erin. You can do this. We don't want to put them in our ear canals, okay? We don't want to ever drop oils in there. You can use oils for ear discomfort, and we're going to be putting that on a cotton ball and actually putting it in the outer ear canal. Because remember, essential oils are volatile, so they're going to diffuse off into the air and actually, or into the ear canal and actually get to the problem area, okay? And then we never want to drop them in our nose. Our mucous membranes are really sensitive. Hey, this would be a great area to absorb an oil because there's not a lot of tissue there. There's a lot of vascular tissue there, but it can be very irritating to the tissue. So try and not get any oils directly there. Okay, so let's talk about incorporating oils into your lifestyle. And this, I would say, is the biggest hurdle that people have when they start using oils in the beginning. They're like, okay, I have my oils. Let's just wait for someone to get sick. But what do I do with these every day? How do I make it easy? How do I make it simple? So we're going to talk about 3 different ways that you actually make using your oils daily, because these will improve your lifestyle and will improve your wellness. So we're going to talk about how you do that. So 1 is location. 2 is the types of containers you use, and 3 is making it a habit, okay? So let's just talk about location. We have to make this convenient, okay? If we don't make it convenient, we're not going to do it. Let's face it, when I go to bed at night, hi Christy, how are you? Welcome. Hi Leslie, how are you? If I don't make it convenient and I'm already in my bed, I'm not about to go downstairs and go get my sleep oil. Just not going to happen. So I have to have my sleep oils beside my bed. Or, hi Erin, welcome. We just talked about you and we were like giving you a rah-rah. You can do this. Hopefully you're going to go into labor today. So I have to have them convenient in the location where I most commonly use them, okay? So by my bed is super important for my sleep oils and for the oil that I love to use first thing in the morning when I wake up, okay? Got to make it convenient. So by my bed, I have my sleep oils. You see there, I have my muscle rub. I have some On Guard in case somebody gets sick in the middle of the night and I need to rub that on them. I have my favorite oils that I use to diffuse. And you see I have some jojoba oil there because we love to rub our feet at night with some lavender and just get super relaxed. So by your bed is a super important place to keep your oils, okay? Okay, in your bathroom. Now you see here, this is my bathroom. I have another bottle of the jojoba oil. I have some of the doTERRA non-toxic unscented lotion that I love to use and rub on my legs when I get out of the shower. And I love to put certain oils with that. You see I have my On Guard toothpaste. I have some hand lotion. I have my root to tip serum. And I have all my oils that I use for my face. So I love to use Copaiba and Melaleuca on my face because it keeps the blemishes gone on my face and keeps my skin looking really clear. I have all these different routines that I use in my skincare, and I love to use my oils in my skincare. Blue Tansy is a huge one now that is becoming so big because research has come out that it's amazing for our skin, anti-aging. I love to use frankincense around my eyes. and in some dark spots that I have up here. So I'm keeping all those in my bathroom. You guys, if I had those down in my mud room, I would not be using them every night in my skincare routine, okay? So people also love to keep digestive soft gels or the digestin oils in your bathroom in case you're having some digestive upset. So that's a super important place. And your kitchen. You guys see here, this is kind of a picture of how we could organize all of our different supplements, right, to make it easy for us. And also our oils that we use in the morning. So I love to have my supplements kind of all laid out and ready to go. I love to have all of my oils that I love to diffuse in the morning. I love to use uplifting oils in the morning. So I have them right beside my diffuser, right near where I make my coffee. So a super convenient place. Also lots of oils that I use in the kitchen to clean with, and to do the dishes with. So I love to keep those in the kitchen to make it super, super convenient for me. Okay, and my purse. I never leave home without oils because whenever you're somewhere and you have an issue, you need to have an oil with you. It's just a problem solver. And so I love to keep little bitty bottles in this little container in my purse. I also have a little clutch that I use for roller bottles. And that just makes it convenient for me, okay? This is going to replace your pill container in your purse, you guys. I used to have a big pill container in my purse. I don't have that anymore. I don't go to CVS or Walgreens anymore. I just have my essential oils. So that's an amazing way to bring a little bit with you wherever you go in case you have any problems. So let's now talk about containers. How do we use containers to actually make application of our oils easy? And Chastity is asking a question. Where did you get your holder in your bathroom? I know, I love that so much. In fact, Julie Davy gave that to me as a gift, and I have no idea where she found it. I bet she found it on Etsy, but you know what I will ask her to do when we finish the class, Chastity, is I will ask her to comment in the comments where she got it. You can tell it's an old piece of wood that's been kind of refinished and someone drilled holes in it for oil holders. So if your husband is super, super handy, guarantee you can get your husband to make you some awesome oil containers, because guess what, like on the drill bits, you know, that you drill out holes, they could get the exact same drill bit size as the bottom of the oil. So we have all kinds of handy husbands in our user groups that make super amazing oil containers, but I will ask her. So containers also make it convenient, okay? Not just location, but containers as well. So this is super important. We need spray bottles. We need roller bottles. We need sample bottles. We need carrier oils. So spray bottles are amazing to have around for linen spray. We use them during hormonal changes for peppermint spray. And in the summertime when it's hot, we have a peppermint spray. We use this for all of our cleaners. For my cleaners, I use the On Guard Cleaner Concentrate, and I use a 16-ounce glass bottle that I mix it up with. You guys, I have no plastic cleaning containers in my house. It's just reusable glass containers. This is a small monetary investment when you start using oils and when you start changing over the products in your home, and it's so, so worth it. You actually save so much money in the long run. Roller bottles, you see a 10 ml roller bottle over there on the right, is super important to use because you can dilute your oils in that and fractionate coconut oil, and it's very easy for topical application. I love to always keep a few sample vials or sample bottles along with me, because chances are sometimes you're going to run into somebody that has a problem and you're going to say, oh, here, try some of this or use this. And this happens to me always when I'm at a party, somebody has a problem or a digestive issue or a headache and head tension. And I'm like, here, take a little of this home so you can have some of this to fix your problem. So we already talked about carrier oils. You see there in the middle, that's doTERRA fractionated coconut oil. It's the best thing to dilute your essential oils with because it's light, it's non-greasy, it doesn't have a scent to it, it's amazing. And then let's talk for a second about doTERRA Touch. So doTERRA Touch line is actually a line that doTERRA makes that is already diluted. So if you see the word doTERRA Touch when you're in your account and you're shopping, that means it's already diluted with fractionated coconut oil in a roller bottle. So those are great to buy. Okay, so let's talk about oil holders. And Chastity, this will help you because some of these places have great oil holders. So aromatools.com is one of my favorites. I love their site and some of the oil holders they have. They have great little zipper bags for your purse. Oillife.com is another great site. Shareoils.com has some great little things to hold your oils. And then Amazon.com always comes up with stuff with some little wood holders. And Etsy is a great place too. Lots of people hand make a lot of these different things for oil containers. So those are some great sites that you can go to get your oil holders. Okay, so now let's talk about habits. This is how we actually move from a problem-based use of oils to making it a lifestyle. I cannot enforce this enough. This is a lifestyle, you guys. The doTERRA lifestyle is one about health and wellness and feeling optimal. And if you're not using oils on a daily basis, then you're not getting those antioxidant benefits from them. You're not getting those digestive benefits from them. So it's super, super important that you guys make it a lifestyle. Okay, so let's talk about our morning routine. Hey, William, is that you? Hey, can you go get Miss Sarah, please? Sorry, that was my son. He's knocking on the door, but I have it locked, so he can't interrupt us. Sorry about that. Kid problems. So let's just talk about my morning routine that I want to share with you that keeps me healthy and feeling good. So one of the first things I love to do when I get out of the bed in the morning is take a drop of peppermint and put it on my tongue. It opens up my airways, it invigorates me, it gives me energy, it just gets me out of the bed. I am not a morning person, I am a night owl, I am not a morning lark, and so this is a key thing that I love to have beside my bed is just that drop of peppermint. It wakes me up, refreshes my breath, and gets me going. I love to use the On Guard toothpaste. It's non-toxic toothpaste that has cinnamon, cloves, spearmint, peppermint, all of these great oils that we know are antibacterial, incredible for our oral health. Clove is very good for our oral health. So I love to keep my On Guard toothpaste in my bathroom. I love to start diffusing in the morning, and we're going to talk about hooking it to a habit. So it's so important to hook your oils to a habit. So one of the first things that I do in the morning when I make my coffee, I go right to my diffuser. I decide what I want to diffuse, and I start putting the oils in there. And some of the things that I love to diffuse in the morning is Wild Orange, On Guard, things that are super uplifting. I love to go ahead and get my water cup for the day, and I love to put citrus oils in my water. So grapefruit and wild orange are my favorites. You can do 1 to 2 drops of that. All of the citrus oils have very, very good cleansing properties, very high levels of antioxidants. So it's incredible to use oils in your water, okay? And typically citrus oils are a big time favorite for that. So diffusing in the morning, peppermint on your tongue in the morning, On Guard toothpaste, amazing for that. And then citrus oils in your water. That's just part of my morning routine of staying healthy. So another part of my morning routine is my skincare. And doTERRA has so many amazing options for skincare. I can tell you guys this, to find quality, inexpensive, non-toxic skincare is virtually impossible these days. I know I have done it. I have researched everything. So I have become obsessed with the doTERRA HD skincare line. You see that there at the bottom. It comes with a roller bottle, face wash, lotion. I think it's around $40. It has essential oils in it that help keep the blemishes off my skin. It's absolutely incredible. It is the one thing that has changed my skin when nothing else did. No other high-priced $300 dermatologic creams, nothing. And it's non-toxic. The Virage skincare system is amazing. It comes with face wash, toner, lotion, and the hydrating serum, all essential oil based, okay? So all used with doTERRA's high quality essential oils. Rose oil, I love to use that on my skin, especially around the eyes, and the Immortelle you see there for anti-aging. So those are basically all of the anti-aging oils in a roller bottle. Fantastic, fantastic for aging. So I love to use those around my eyes. They help with my dark spots. They help with bags under my eyes and keep the skin nice and elastic. I love to use doTERRA's unscented lotion. It's very inexpensive if you buy it in the 3-pack, and you could add any oil that you want to it. I love to use their body wash. It has grapefruit essential oil in it. It's a great way to wake up in the morning, and again, it's non-toxic. It's so hard to find things that are inexpensive and non-toxic. And then you'll see down there part of the mud mask. I do this mud mask once a week. It's got bentonite clay in it and lots of great essential oils that are very, very good for the skin. So those are part of your skincare routine. And I tell people this, listen, make over your medicine cabinet and start one by one. That's why we encourage people to do the Loyalty Rewards Program order, because because part of that is you're doing a slow home detox from some of the things that are more chemical based in your home to things that are non-toxic and essential oil based. Okay, so it's a slow process. Don't feel like you have to do this all in one day. It's over months and months and months. Okay, so part of my regimen related to routine daily immune support. You guys, this is so important, especially because a lot of us now in our society suffer from really, really poor gut health because of the lack of nutrients in the soil, the lack of microorganisms because it's all been killed by the pesticides, and the soil health is poor. So, our immune system is in our gut. And so we really, really need great immune support these days. So On Guard and frankincense are where it's at for this, okay? So we do daily On Guard, the On Guard Touch, which comes in a roller bottle that you can roll on the bottom of your kids' feet, my feet, every day. I love to take On Guard beadlets. Sometimes I pop one of those if I'm traveling, or if I'm about to get on a plane, or if I'm at a party, before I go to a party where I'm around a lot of people. That's just great immune support. It has that On Guard blend in it, which is cinnamon, clove, eucalyptus, rosemary, and wild orange. These oils are very well known for their high levels of antioxidants. Clove alone has been proven to increase our antibody-mediated immunity. You guys, this is going to keep you from getting sick. Promise, okay? It works. The reduction in illnesses in our home is absolutely incredible. For those of you guys that need a little extra immune support, or you feel like you get sick frequently, I actually would recommend frankincense daily on your feet or under the tongue, just a drop every day. And then we love to use the On Guard hand soap. So most hand soaps are very toxic. They actually have hormone disrupting chemicals in them, even the brands that call themselves green, okay? So if you're a Mrs. Meyer's fan, you need to be really careful because most of it has SLS in it, and it's actually not that great for you. So the On Guard hand soap is incredible. It has On Guard essential oils in it. It comes with those foaming hand wash dispensers, and I actually fill it with half the soap and half water. So it kind of stretches the product, but that's a wonderful product that we use daily for immune support. Okay, so another thing that we use to help us with daily immune support, you guys heard me talk about the Lifelong Vitality Pack when we were getting started. So doTERRA came up with this supplement regimen. There's nothing out there like it. I can tell you that. The guy that developed this had been in the supplement world for 20 years. He knew it backwards and forwards, and he had always had a dream of creating this kind of supplement that was actually a complete and whole supplement. So the Cellular Longevity Blend, Cellular Energy Blend is the Alpha CRS. This is your ginkgo biloba, your turmeric. This has all of the herbs in it, the Boswellia serrata, lots of herbs in there to help with cellular health and cellular repair, okay? The EX Omega is your essential fatty acids. This is your carotenoid blend, and it has the doTERRA's essential oils for tummy tamers and to help with immune support as well. So things like thyme, peppermint, some great essential oils in there to help with digestion. And then the micro complex is your whole food nutrient complex. There's nothing synthetic in here. This is all based on whole food supplements. It's your essential vitamins and minerals that we all need to have healthy functioning systems. This is a system support. And I can tell you guys this, that in the beginning, I was just all about essential oils. I didn't talk about the supplements that much. But I can tell you this, as I recommend this more and more to people, as I take them internally every day, they have changed my life energy-wise. Amazing, amazing results. Okay, so my afternoon routine, I love to, hi Christy, welcome. I love to diffuse at my desk in the afternoon, especially just to kind of get through that afternoon, like kind of meltdown. I love to de-stress, and these are some of the ways I do that. So you guys saw me put elevation in my diffuser. That's one of my favorites for the afternoon or throughout the day. It just keeps me happy and uplifted. I love the smell of it. I love the smell of Motivate at my desk. This is a great blend that doTERRA makes with peppermint. Lots of citrus oils in there just to keep you motivated and moving through your day. Some of the tree oils are amazing to diffuse at your desk. So Siberian Fir is another favorite. It's a very grounding oil, uplifting. Now, In Tune for Focus is a big one that we love. So this has a lot of different oils in it that help with grounding you and helping you focus. And I can tell you, for a person like me who was diagnosed with ADD at a very young age, and I was medicated the majority of my childhood, I wish we had had this tool because I always felt like that the meds mellowed out my personality personality and I couldn't be myself. And I started using this a couple years ago, probably 3 or 4 years ago, in place of medications. And now I noticed that I had to put this on my wrist and my neck every 3 or 4 hours to get that effect. But it gave me energy. It helped me focus. It kept me on task. It's a very heavy smelling blend of sandalwood, lime. It's got a lot of different focus oils, basil in there, but it works. It's amazing. Peppermint is always a great one. Those peppermint beadlets you see there, we love to pop in the afternoon when you're just kind of getting that afternoon slump and you need to get through your day. It's an amazing thing to do. I don't know about you guys, but when the afternoon comes around 4 or 5 o'clock, kind of the stress of the day creeps up along my forehead and I start to get this tension and just intensity in my face and my head and neck. So I love to use the Balance Blend for this. I love to put a drop on either side of my temple and I just rub it in. This is a great way to de-stress. These are all pressure release points. So even when you see people doing like this, they're trying to actually relieve stress. So put some balance right there and really just press in and relieve some of that stress. The other tension blend that you're going to love is something called Past Tense. So doTERRA makes that in a roller bottle, and it's all a blend of peppermint, wintergreen, basil, marjoram, lime. It's an incredible, incredible blend for tension, okay? And so I love to rub that all the way across my forehead. Keep it away from your eyes because the peppermint will kind of cause some cooling, and I love to rub it along the back of my neck. It's an amazing, amazing blend for any sort of head tension, head issues that you may have. Okay, so next, we've talked about afternoon. Hey, Krista, how are you? Welcome. So now let's talk about our evening wind down routine, okay? We love to diffuse calming oils. I even sometimes will start this at dinner time. People start to get a little crazy. They're a little stressed from the day. Everybody needs to wind down. So actually, when I start making dinner, my diffuser blend from the morning has usually run out, and I start to diffuse a lot of times wild orange and lavender. That's a great blend for anxiety and stress and helping the nervous system calm down. Another great blend that doTERRA has to diffuse in the evening is called Peace. We love the Peace blend for our kids when we have meltdowns. They make it in a roller bottle that's already diluted, and we just rub that all over them. But we definitely start diffusing calming oils, and we definitely start diffusing oils 30 minutes before bedtime because we want to fill the entire room with that aroma because we know that that helps relax everybody. So we love to rub oils on topically. We still use Balance during this time period. We love Peace and Console. And then you also see there the Serenity blend. That is doTERRA's all-out sleep relaxing blend. It basically has every single sleep oil in it, from lavender to Roman chamomile, ylang-ylang, cedarwood. It's incredible. And it actually comes in a combo pack with the Serenity soft gels. So this is the way that we get ourselves ready for better sleep, okay? And we are going to talk a little bit about sleep and problems, but this is the best way to prepare yourself for sleep. Serenity soft gels have lavender in them, L-theanine in them. They're great to help get you to sleep and stay asleep. And I can tell you, I've taken sleeping pills in the past. These things are amazing. No hangover in the morning. Serenity soft gels are so great. Okay, so now we have talked about habits. We've talked about how we incorporate oils into our routine to be more healthy and well. Now let's just talk about some basic remedies for common issues that we all have. Libido. This happens, right? So awesome to use oils for libido and to enhance that special time with your partner. So Whisper is an amazing blend that doTERRA makes for women and to be diffused. It's just a very perfumey, sweet smelling blend of oils. I love to wear it as my perfume. Neroli is very well known in the ancient times for actually enhancing connection with your partner. It comes from the bitter orange tree, the blossoms of the bitter orange tree. I'm actually obsessed with this oil and wear it as my perfume. It does have a floral scent, but it also, because it comes from the bitter orange tree, you get a little bit of those citrus notes. It's absolutely incredible. And it comes in the roller bottle already done, so it's just your perfume. Jasmine is an amazing oil to enhance connection. And then they also make a blend called Passion. Now this has cinnamon in it, which is a very well-known aphrodisiac. So the Passion oil also comes in a bottle that you can diffuse at your bedside. You can wear on topically. So these are some awesome things to enhance that connection with your partner and just, make that connection time for you guys super special. Okay, let's talk about workout and muscle recovery. This is so important. I love to work with athletes and to help them with muscle recovery and to help them with better thermogenesis of the muscle, getting the muscle more pliable, making sure that they can recover after a workout more quickly. And so the products that we use for that, you see the Deep Blue Rub there. There's also the Deep Blue Oil, and we love to combine that with lemongrass. So it's fantastic pre and post workout. You should never be working out without peppermint beadlets, okay? They are amazing. They give you energy. Studies have shown that they help dilate the bronchioles and actually help you receive more air so you can work out more efficiently. And then you see there the Aroma Touch blend. Now, this is called the massage blend, but it has cypress in it. And cypress is fantastic for relieving that vascular congestion that we sometimes get. So this is a great oil alternative if you need to kind of step it up a notch or add it in with the Deep Blue as well. But these are fantastic for workout and muscle recovery. Okay, now let's talk about occasional head tension. We all get it, okay? And it comes in various forms. So sometimes we get head tension from sinus, right? From our sinuses being blocked up and congested. This usually comes behind the forehead and the cheekbones here. You usually know when you have this because if you bend down or bend over, your head feels like it's going to explode. Okay, so a great oil for this is peppermint, and we'll dilute that and rub here along the sinuses and across the forehead. And believe it or not, the Digestin blend is amazing for this as well. So we know that the Digestin blend is for abdominal discomfort and abdominal digestion issues, but it works great for the sinus congestion that you can rub along here. Okay, occasional cluster head tensions in and around the eye. And remember, you can add these modalities together, okay? So frankincense is an incredible modality for this. This is what I used to use for my tension headaches when I used to get them postpartum after I had my daughter. And I would take some of the frankincense and just rub it all along here, and especially on the temples. It was amazing at relieving that pressure. And of course, we've already talked about the past tense blend. I would just call this basically doTERRA's head tension blend. It has peppermint, wintergreen, frankincense, basil, marjoram. That's when you get that kind of band across your forehead and across your neck that's squeezing, right? And we love to use it across our forehead. And here, it's in an easy roller bottle. I actually never leave home without this oil. Now, if things are really bad and you feel like it's muscle related, don't forget to go to your Deep Blue. So you've got to go to the Deep Blue and make sure that you're relieving some of that muscle tension that you have going on, okay? So don't be afraid to mix these oils. You can mix them all with frankincense, peppermint, but the Deep Blue comes in a roller bottle, or you can use the Deep Blue Rub like we talked about for the muscle recovery. I will do that sometimes on the back of my neck if I feel like some of that tension is coming from muscles up the back of my neck, okay? Okay, occasional stomach discomfort. You guys, I don't care who you are and how healthy you are. We all get it. We had a stomach bug a couple of weeks ago in our house. It was absolutely so easy to deal with because we had Digestin. So it didn't disrupt our lives. We weren't in bed. We weren't connected to the bathroom because we had Digestin. And so we got through it so easily. It was amazing. So Digestin comes in the oil bottle, and you can take it in veggie caps. And then you can also take it, so taken internally is what I would recommend when you have discomfort because you really need that quick effect, okay? And this works for anything from the beginning of the digestive tract to the end, okay? Now for kids, we're going to want to dilute this in a roller bottle, okay? So I like to take a 10 ml roller bottle and put about, 5 to 10 drops in there for my kids. And when they say my tummy hurts, we rub that right on their little belly. Now, doTERRA wants to make it easy for you, so they've made these in some soft gels too. That is the essential oil blend in the soft gels. And so great to take internally. You can take 2 of those. They're amazing for any sort of digestive issue. Cravings. We all get them. And I'm about to start running this Whole30 group. And we talked a lot about this in the Whole30 group. You can use oils to help you with your food cravings, okay? I love to use grapefruit in my water. It's one of my favorites that I use in my water all the time. I put 2 drops in my big canteen throughout the day. So I'm getting the cleansing effects from that. It's known to support a healthy metabolism. Grapefruit essential oil is known for that. And it just tastes amazing. And so sometimes in the afternoon when I get a little bit snacky, but I know I'm not really hungry, I know I don't need food, this is when I put some extra grapefruit in my water and drink that. Slim and Sassy is their metabolic blend of oils. It's cinnamon, peppermint, grapefruit, and some other oils that help support your metabolism. I take 2 drops of this every day in a veggie cap. It just keeps me like my appetite regulated. That along with the Lifelong Vitality Pack. I wasn't even trying to lose weight when I started taking the Lifelong Vitality Pack, and I lost 5 pounds when I started it because I just didn't have those kind of appetite cravings throughout the day in between meals. Now, doTERRA, again, wants to make it easy for us, so they've made this in soft gels, Slim and Sassy soft gels. So if you want the ease of a pill without making a veggie cap, then you can just get those soft gels and take those a couple times per day as recommended on the bottle. Okay, now let's talk about aggressive immune support for when you're sick. Okay, we've talked about that daily routine immune support that we all need, but this is aggressive immune support. So let's talk about Flume. This is something you're not going to want to forget, this acronym. Flume, Flume, Flume. Frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, melaleuca. And I've even added rose to this lately because rose can be an amazing supportive oil for the inflammatory response and for your immune response. So I probably am going to rename this slide Flumer. So frankincense, lemon, oregano, on guard, and melaleuca. Now, for aggressive immune support, when you're feeling sick or you've been exposed, we start fluming. You're going to put 2 drops in a veggie cap. Now, for our kids, remember that they're not going to take this internally. They're going to use this topically. So I always keep probably 2 or 3 Flume roller bottles all around my house for them. And I rub it on their spine and the back of their, on the bottom of their feet. So I do 10 drops of each in a roller bottle. That's frankincense, lemon, on guard, oregano, and melaleuca. And for young kids, we want to, like that are around the age of 2 to 3 or around 2 to 3 and up between 5, I do 1 to 5 drops in a roller bottle for them. Okay, so just a little bit less, but definitely gives them that aggressive immune support. People always ask me how many times a day can you do the Flume Balm when you're sick? And I usually tell them about every 4 hours throughout the day when you're awake, okay? And I can tell you this, I've never had to Flume for longer than 24 hours because it always knocks out any problem that we have. And I always Flume, say if someone gets sick in our house. What's been incredible is that it used to be many years ago when someone would get sick in our house, everybody got it. We just knew it was going to happen. And the last couple times our kids brought home, just a little sniffle, my husband and I didn't get sick. We immediately started Fluming. We only had to do it for 24 hours. The bug was gone on the kids, and then we didn't even get sick. So it's absolutely incredible. Okay, now, as needed when you are sick for occasional sore throat, you can apply a teeny amount of melaleuca to the tip of the tongue and swallow. Melaleuca is also great for canker sores and for cold sores, so you can definitely use that internally or actually on the spot. And you want to do this 5 times every 5 minutes. Another great thing to rub on the throat is On Guard and oregano diluted, okay, for sore throat. So definitely take some oregano and rub diluted on the throat. To support your breathing, you're definitely going to want to diffuse breathe. I love to add in extra eucalyptus to this, okay? So Breatheland has peppermint, eucalyptus, melaleuca, lemon, cardamom, ravensara, all things to open up the airways. And you'll notice if you have an upper respiratory issue, then you're going to want to sleep next to this at your bed because you want to get those oils going into your respiratory system all night so you can sleep. But trust me, add 4 or 5 drops of extra eucalyptus because that's the powerhouse bronchodilator. That's what really helps open up those airways and support the respiratory system. Okay, for sinus discomfort, and we're going to talk about seasonal threats later, but don't be afraid to take some lemon, lavender, and peppermint in some water or in a veggie cap. It's fantastic for that. And then for temperature elevations related to illnesses, we always use peppermint, okay? You can do this on the bottom of the feet, or you can also do it on the spine. That's what I do with my kids, diluted. And for myself, a couple years ago, when I had a really bad infection and I was having chills and rigors, I did this all over my body, actually with Deep Blue for the pain. It was amazing for that. In babies that are under the age of 1, I love to use lime for these temperature elevations, okay? Okay, so lime is actually great for that too. But peppermint actually works on one of our cooling receptors, so it literally will lower the body temperature and provide that cooling effect that we need when we feel overheated. Okay, so let's talk about pain support. I know we talked about muscle recovery and the essential oils that we use for muscle recovery, Deep Blue being one of the major ones, lemongrass being the major ones. So this is really incredible. All of these oils are incredible pain supporting oils. They are known to reduce inflammation in the system. They are known to help with their pain response. And so this is actually an intensive blend. It's a lot of different oils, I know, but these are great oils to actually mix in a roller bottle. 5 to 10 drops of each with fractionated coconut oil, and you can apply it every 2 to 3 hours. Lots of people do this related to knee discomfort, and you can mix in this with the Deep Blue, but you can use the Deep Blue oil, marjoram, lemongrass, wintergreen, black pepper, Siberian fir, blue tansy, cypress, and the Aromatouch blend. So I know that's a lot, but I wanted to give you all of them because you can start experimenting with some of these that you already have. And if you have some serious pain issues, joint issues, don't be afraid to put one of these in your cart every month that you're ordering and add it to that pain blend and see where you start to get more relief, okay? And frankincense is another great oil for this. For aggressive pain support internally, let's say you're having diffuse pain or diffuse aches, this is what we call the pain balm. We have the flume balm for illness, but this is the pain balm for pain. So lavender, marjoram, frankincense, and lemongrass. We take 2 drops of each of those in a veggie cap. And this is even great for head tension that won't go away. Okay. So many times when I use the past tense, it'll relieve the head tension, but it doesn't completely make it go away. So I will pop these into a veggie cap and take that. It's amazing. Works every time. Okay, for those hormonal transition, it doesn't matter what type of transition you're in. These can work great for that. Clary Calm is doTERRA's hormonal blend. It's the women's monthly blend. I actually love to wear this as my perfume, but I love to put it on my ankles and my wrists daily. It has lavender, ylang ylang, vitex seed, carrot seed, a lot of oils that are known to help support healthy hormonal release and control. Clary Sage is your other oil that is fantastic for hormonal transition. So this is one that I recommend for people diffusing for sleep because it's actually a great sleep oil. For people that are going through those hormonal transitions, you definitely want Clary Sage, okay? Peppermint is amazing if you're having any sort of hot flash or overheating kind of syndrome. I wish I had this when I was pregnant with my son, but peppermint is the go-to for that. You can rub it on topically all over the back and neck. You can make a spray. You can take it internally. It's fantastic for those heated moments. And then Balance Blend is amazing for this, just for mood control related to hormonal transitions. And you guys, I just had a couple weeks ago, I was having some severe cramping, and all I had in my purse was lavender and neroli. I just rubbed it on my abdomen. It was gone in 10 minutes. I'm telling you right now, I have not taken a pill internally for this kind of stuff in 3 years. So Balance is great for those hormonal transitions related to mood. We rub it right here on our temples. I love to also rub it on my ankle points. It has frankincense and lots of tree oils in it. It's very grounding, keeps your mood grounded. Okay, now let's talk about seasonal threats. Lots of people, especially in the South, suffer from them, and in the Northeast. This is tried and true. My husband had the most horrible seasonal threats. We thought we were never going to get him off his regimen, and this is all he uses now. So lemon, lavender, and peppermint is your go-to for this. We do 2 drops of each in a veggie cap. You can do this multiple times per day. Your max dose of internal oils in a 24-hour period is 24 drops, okay? You can also diffuse this blend. This gets to the heart of the histamine release issue that's going on with seasonal threats. Lavender is great for that. Peppermint is great for that, reduces inflammation, and lemon thins out the mucus, okay? Now, when we need to step it up a little bit, we have Arbor Vitae and Blue Tansy. So these are 2 amazing oils. You can only diffuse these. You cannot take them internally. You could rub them on topically onto the chest. But we're going to diffuse 2 to 4 drops. These are very strong oils. You don't need to use a lot of these, okay? And just know this too, that you can take the lemon, lavender, and peppermint internally, and then sometimes what Benton will do, then he'll diffuse breathe and eucalyptus or rub some on his chest to kind of open up the airways and deal with some of those symptoms. Okay, perfume replacements. If you're a lady out there, you know that you can spend a lot of money on perfumes. Guess what? Most of them have synthetic fragrances in them. They are cut with lots of different bad chemicals. So I haven't used perfume in years. I just use essential oils. And I will tell you that all the time people tell me, you always smell amazing. Because it's real. It's nothing synthetic. So one of my favorites is Neroli. Probably the queen of all oils is Rose, and it smells amazing. It's great for mood uplifting too. Jasmine is an overridingly floral perfume, so if you love florals, that's great. I love to use the Clary Calm as my perfume, and you guys, most of these are half the price of the perfumes that you would normally buy at the department store. And then, of course, Whisper. We love to use Whisper as our perfume. My husband actually loves this blend. It smells amazing. It's got ylang ylang and lavender and a little bit of citrus notes and actually a little bit of vanilla in there. So it's a very beautiful scent. Okay, now let's talk about cleaning really quick, because one of our goals here in the user group is to make sure that you're getting rid of toxic chemicals, that you're saving money from cleaning products, and that you clean green, and that you clean healthy. It's not just about the environment, it's about your environment and your health. So one of my favorite things that we love to use in our home is On Guard Cleaner Concentrate. It's an all-purpose cleaner. We use it for absolutely everything. I have no other cleaner in my home than this. I get some 16-ounce glass spray bottles, and underneath every cabinet I have this. So you can buy one bottle of that for $14, and then you put 3 tablespoons of the concentrate in there to the rest water. We use this to wash dishes. It's completely safe. It's non-toxic, and it has a 5 ml bottle of On Guard essential oil in it. So strong antibacterial agent. We use this for bathrooms. Now, to my bathroom, I like to add 30 drops of Melaleuca tea tree oil because it's a great mold inhibitor. It's fantastic for keeping the mold at bay. We do not use bleach in our home or any of those toxic, harsh chemicals. This is for countertops. It works for windows. It works for stainless steel. It works on floors. We use it on floors. We love to use lemon also for our stainless steel. It's fantastic as a Goo Gone, so it gets rid of that kind of greasiness, that greasy fingerprint hands. You just put a couple drops on a towel and wipe your window or your stainless steel clean. Perfect. So inexpensive. We love to use lemon in our laundry, so we just add it right to the reservoir. We love the laundry detergent by doTERRA. It's amazing. It's got a bottle of On Guard in it. So it has, and actually lemon is like your spot remover. The wild orange in On Guard also helps with spot removing. So we love to use the laundry detergent and the lemon as a spot remover. Y'all, it gets Georgia red clay out, okay? So this is amazing. And then we love to use the doTERRA On Guard hand soap. So these are the products that we use for our home. And you guys, this saved us over $700 last year on cleaning products. My husband did the budgetary numbers on this, and it saved us $700. So that's just amazing. And it's going to make you healthier because you're not going to have all those toxic chemicals in your home. Now let's talk about how you order, how you get the most out of your membership with doTERRA. If you guys are enrolled and you're in this group, that means you have a doTERRA wholesale membership. It kind of works like a Costco membership. That gets you 25% off the retail price anytime you order. You can order anytime out of your account. You'll go to mydoterra.com to do that. You'll notice doTERRA is making some system changes right now, so they're switching everybody over to doterra.com, so you may see that change. They're just trying to enhance the shopping process for you, make it better. But you can definitely save more than that 25%. And the way that you do that, and the cheapest way to order into doTERRA, is their optional monthly rewards program. You can edit or change this anytime. It does not have to be the same thing every month. It gives you the deepest discounts. And basically, when you order 50 PV, we're going to talk about what that means, or more each month, then you're going to earn points back with your purchase. So when you earn points back for your purchase, think of this like a Delta Sky Miles card, okay? Every time you fly, you get miles towards a free flight, okay? So this is the way that you earn points with every single purchase with doTERRA, and you cash it in for free oils and free products. Guess what? They are so kind that they actually give you your shipping reward points back to you. So every time when you pay $3.99 in shipping, the next month doTERRA adds 4 reward points to your account. Okay, so All oils have a PV value. So every single time you see the price of an oil, you're going to see the PV value next to it. It's dollar for dollar when it comes to oils, okay? So a bottle of lemon is $10, and that's worth 10 PV. Now, when it comes to some of the other products are more money than the PV value, okay? And that's just because they have other ingredients in them, not just essential oils. So, for instance, the Correct X, which is like the Neosporin that doTERRA makes, the non-toxic Neosporin with essential oils for the skin, it's $12 and you earn 10 PV for that. Okay, so what does this look like if you set up your monthly rewards program, which is called the Loyalty Rewards Program, the LRP? So this is what it looks like. If you spend 100 PV a month on your LRP, which is basically what we normally spend anyway on our personal care products, our cleaning products, and the essential oils that we use. Remember, you're not going to be having to go to the pharmacy anymore. You're not going to be having to go to these other places where you get all your products from a million different places. You can get them all from doTERRA. It's so easy. So if you spend 100 PV a month on the LRP, then you are going to be a part of the doTERRA Loyalty Rewards Program order. So for instance, months 1 through 3, you're going to get 10% back on everything that you buy. Then months 4 to 6, you're going to increase in percentage to 15%. 7 to 9, you go up to 20%. And then months 10 to 12, 25%. And after 13 plus months of ordering, you're going to get 30% back on your orders. Okay, so think about it this way. When you spend 100 PV in the beginning, you get $10 back, then plus your shipping. So that's $14 to use for oils. At the end of a year, when you do that, you guys, you get $30 back plus your shipping. That's $34 for free stuff. And you still want to keep your base order when you cash in your points. So you stay on that system. And then basically that's when I go in there and use $100 or $200 of free points for all kinds of free product. It's amazing. doTERRA always has a free product of the month. So if you spend 125 PV points or more in your order, you're always going to get the free product. You see in this ad, it says the product of the month was a 5 ml bottle of Purify. So that's just doTERRA wanting you to try some, new oils and giving you something free. And you can always take advantage of that if you have your date before the 15th of the month. They always have 10% off a product every month. So that's a great time to try new products, is when it's 10% off, okay? You guys, that is the end of our class. Welcome to the doTERRA Lifestyle. I hope you learned a lot in this class. If you have any questions, please feel free to post them. I'm going to post the recording. You guys can go back and watch this. You can share this with your friends. And if you guys have any questions, please just post them in the comments. Thank you for walking this journey with me. I'm so excited for all of you guys to get started. This is a whole different type of lifestyle. It's walking into wellness, and it just feels amazing. So we're so glad that you guys could be here today. And we're just glad to have you as a part of our user group, Natural Shift. We do ongoing education like this monthly, weekly. We're always doing oil spotlights, trying to keep you informed and updated on your oils. So we're so glad you're here, and we're so excited to serve you on this journey. You guys have a fantastic day. Take care.